Have you heard of the idea of when things aren't working, try something different? G'day, and welcome to Small Steps Through Life. Today we're at Tatahi Bay, and I'm looking at the idea of when we do things that are different, what do we expect? Often in life, we have situations where things aren't working, and so we think, things are not working, let's try something different. And it sounds all very well and good, except that if you look around, the world is full of situations where people and businesses try something new because what they're doing currently doesn't work. And the new thing doesn't likely work either. The frequent cause for that failure for it to work is they don't actually have a plan. They don't know why this new thing would work. You need to consider, and I need to consider, what do we consider to be a good outcome? Imagine a business that wants more customers. Okay, that's a nice, good goal. But what if instead of that they thought, we want our customers to come, join us and stay. Loyalty. Well, maybe we need to also be focusing on why would they stay? In fact, why do we keep needing more customers? We might be a growing business, but is there a problem with the fact that we might be losing too many? If we're losing them, what are we doing wrong? So entirely at this point, the focus has changed. We're now considering not just what we think is a failure, but the cause of the failure. We're looking at root cause analysis. It's a great place to start, because once you start doing that, your fixes are going to be looking at, will they address the shortfall? Once you address the shortfall, you can start moving forward. But you can only do that when you make sure that your new programs that you're working on are designed to address the shortfall. And it's even better if it can be measured. So again, going back to that idea of new customers and loyalty, it's easy to measure what your number of customers that you're managing to keep is, the number that you're losing, and the number that you're getting in. Nice and easy, you can measure it over time, so you can measure whether or not your new programs are good. So I think if you look at a lot of businesses nowadays, they're focused on bringing in new customers. Very few of them offer the same incentives to their existing customers. And all this causes is people to get dissatisfied with where they are and go somewhere else. Did it cost the business more to do that? Absolutely. It costs a fortune to get new customers. It costs less to maintain them if you're providing a moderately fine product. But again, it goes back to the idea. Understand your problem before you try to come up with a program to do something. Doing something without consideration isn't necessarily going to net you the results you want. You need to focus on what is the challenge, what is the problem, what does the solution look like? Come up with a solution and then start measuring and thinking, is this going to address the root causes that we're seeing? If you're doing that, then it's now worthy of putting effort in. It doesn't matter whether it's work or a relationship. This works for everything. Understand the problem, understand the measures, come up with solutions. And sometimes, if it's a relationship, it might be the solution is to listen. Just a little side note. And I think that's enough for now. I might just enjoy being here while you guys digest those ideas. Think about how you can apply them in your life, in your journey. be amazed at the results. And I'm going to say, see you later.